morning, top of the morning, it's 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm up, man. I'm up doing a recap. Uh, need to go over some things, man. So we are in conference championship week. We passed that, so I'm gonna recap that. Um, we went into bowl week one. There was some huge games in that week, and now we're in quarterfinals. Um, Three of those four matchups have been played. We'll go over that. And then I give you my prediction for the final game. And then we'll talk about the semifinals. And then we'll also talk about the All-American teams. We'll go from the first and second team and freshman. And then we'll go through the conference. So it's going to be a jam-packed recap today. Hopefully won't be as long, but I get long-winded sometimes, and so it is what it is. It ain't what it ain't. Let's get it, man. Clemson Dynasty, year 3. Bowl season, baby. We're in bowl season. We're in the CFP. Let's see what's happening. So, first recap will definitely be about the conference championships, because I believe we talked about rivalry week. So yeah, let's get into it, man. Let's see what happens. All right, so let's get over here so we can see it. All right, so conference championship, man. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, your boy lost. Oh, man. Excuse me. So, let's get into it, man. LSU, man. Excuse me. LSU got my numbers these last 2 years in the ACC championship game, man. I go in. Regular season undefeated. This is 2 years straight. Excuse me. Going to the regular season, man, undefeated. Into the ACC championship game. So, and lose. So, man, he shut down my run game. That's just the bottom line. And should have shifted and just went strictly past, because he has suspect. Now he got good DBs, but he has suspect pass coverage. And I just didn't do it, man. And had me punting a couple of times. I was just being stubborn and trying to run some plays that I should not have ran, and I just got caught, man. Got caught in the sauce. Had 3 turnovers. He had 2. So he won the turnover battle. He had a pick 6. That did it. And one of the interceptions I threw was going into half. So I was trying to tie it up going into halftime. And I was right there to be able to do it. And I just knew the cash, man. And because I was getting the ball coming out of half. But peep this, though. I got the ball coming out of half, man, and I punted. Got me on the 3-and-out, straight up. And then he scored. So that made it 28-14. Then he scored again, I believe, made it 35-14. Made it 35-14. So then I scored 35-21. So I was attempting to make a comeback. And then that's when I believe I threw the pick 6, which made it 42-21. And then I just got a bullshit touchdown and a 2-point conversion to make it 29-42. But yeah, man, Buddy got me. But just like last year, it actually played out in my favor. Now, again, we never want to go into the game to lose. That's never the intention. I always want to be a conference champion, and I want that bragging right, especially over LSU. Especially over LSU, right? So, but yeah, he was holding ball. I mean, look, he did what he did. I punted twice, he punted twice. Let's look at the quarterback situation. 3 picks, 4 touchdowns, sacked twice. He shut my run game down completely. But he actually did better than I did against him in the regular season. Only had 7 carries, but I was throwing it. Let's see. But oh yeah, we go over the award winners too. We can touch on that too. But Josiah did his thizzle, man. My tight end came alive. He's going to be a real weapon. A real weapon that I'm going to utilize moving forward. Holyfield did his thing. He's actually stepped up. He's He's going to be a problem. It's on the sophomore. He may leave. Freshman, sophomore. And then possibly leave. Like some studs coming in, so I'm not hurting that receiver. Defense, Ricardo has really stepped up since last couple games. So he's my leading tackler. Let's go over to LSU. Been special. In run game, he gashed me. He wasn't gashing me, but he did have 2 long runs, which he did his thing. I can't take anything away from Buddy. He did his thing, but he was not catching the passes. That's what he was doing. And then, oh yeah, his Hudson number 87, man. So one coverage I had, it was 3rd down 2. Third down. I was playing over the top with safety. I had a drop zone. And I should have actually been the middle safety. But I think I was in the cover 3. He just basically threw a streak. The corner wasn't man. So the corner didn't stick with him the whole time. So it was on me to cover the spot. And my other safety came over too late, who I should have actually been. And he got a touchdown. And then he got to give me a touchdown because I was playing man at this time, and he had him in a bunch formation, and I picked the defender as he was hiking the ball. I picked the defender that was supposed to be guarding 87, and he ran like a little crosser to the left, and I was to the right. So score right there again. So, but give it up to LSU, man. He did this thing, bro. This linebacker, this was the guy, 42, 46. This was the guy that got the pick 6. So, who was it? It was him. It was 42. Got the pick 6 on me. He sealed the game, pretty much. So, yeah, so Brody got me, man. Brody got me in the conference championship. Oh, right here. Shit, did I even go over here? If I did, whatever. Oregon and Ohio State. So in this matchup, as you can see, it was very close. But I wasn't privy to be able to watch this game. And what he said happened was, as far as Ohio State, he missed a field goal at the end of the game. A chip shot, and he missed another field goal, and he said he threw an interception in the red zone. So he's saying he should have won this game. That's what he said. And oh yeah, I remember because we went over the Texas Georgia. That was the first one that we played. So Ohio State lost. I lost, and you already see what the rankings turned out to be at the end of the game. At the end of the day, at the bowl season, I shook out Texas 1, LSU 2-4, Oregon 3, Ohio State 7, and Georgia was 9. So it means 7 and 9, they had to play bowl week 1. But there were no user matchups. They had all computer games, so they all advanced. So we won't really talk about that too much. Actually, let's just look at it. See, played computer, and then Alabama made it too. Alabama made it too. So let's see if we are here. All right, now let's get into week 2. So week 2 had user games, except for me. So actually, let's go to the bracket. So let me show you the bracket. So what I'm saying as far as me losing the ACC title game, it really truly didn't hurt. It actually helped me. Right? So let's look at it. So the top 4 seeds was LSU, then it was Oregon, then it was Texas, and then it was me. So my 5-2 matchup winner, both computer games. I had a computer game in the quarterfinals. So then the quarterfinal matchup is, so 2 already been played, as you can see, but Georgia, Texas again. Part 3, actually. This is the 3rd time they've met up. I'm predicting Texas to win. I believe Texas to win last time in the landslide, and I'm predicting it to happen again. But Georgia say you got something for him. That's just what he's saying. And then Alabama, Oregon, I predicted Oregon to win, and then he won in the blowout. And then the last game, LSU, Ohio State. Now I usually would go for my conference mate, but my childhood friend is Ohio State. So I put up a poll in our group chat, and I picked LSU. So I tell you who I picked in the poll. So I picked LSU. No, I picked Ohio State. They won. I picked Alabama. They won. I actually picked Georgia, but I don't think he's going to win. But will I go 3 for 3? They played today. They should have played last night, but whatever. They played today, and that's my matchup. So I'm thinking it's going to be, so the semifinals is set at the bottom bracket. That's Alabama and that's Ohio State. So LSU is Alabama's father in real life. And Alabama and Ohio State, they have a history in the CFP. They've met every single year in the quarterfinals, and every single year Alabama has won. So now he has to face them in the semifinals to go to the ship. And we're going to see how that roll out, right? I'm already in the semifinals, and so prediction is, and it could possibly, so this is a scenario that can possibly happen. Texas, Alabama for the Natty for the 3rd straight year. That is a real possibility because I believe Texas is going to beat Georgia. Now, if we can end the monopoly, if Georgia can end the reign of Texas, which is, I believe, is doubtful, but anything's possible. Because he did play them tough in the regular season. It was a 31-28 win for Texas in the regular season. So it's possible. Okay, that will stop at least the 2-time champion from getting an opportunity. But if the champion gets into the semifinals, he's going to face me, and I'm already saying it right now. I'm going to beat him, and I'm going to beat a Natty. I haven't so far. In this year 3 of the Dynasty, I have not faced Ohio State. I faced Alabama. He beat me. He beat me in the semifinals in year 1. And then after that, we faced each other in the regular season twice, and I beat him. And this particular year 3, I beat him handily. It was the first game. It was game 1. So I'm not worried about Alabama. I'm not worried about Ohio State. Let's be honest with My nemesis right now is Texas. Right, last year in the semifinals, I was up 21-7 and I lost. I was up 21-7 in the fourth quarter and I lost. So I want that get back, honestly, and then feel better to be the champion. Right, if y'all ever met this dude, or I've never met him actually, but if you ever had a conversation with him through our group chat, he's cocky as fuck. And he should be the two-time champion, and he was the reigning champion in 25 too. So you got some silverware, you got some hardware. So he has the right to be an asshole and a cocky asshole at that. He has the right. He's a champion. So with that being said, so we're just waiting on that matchup. That should happen today. What time? I don't know. But let's see. Hold on. Somebody talking in this group chat. Oh, those posts that I was putting up. So man. So that's the recap of basically where we're at in the CFP. Let's go over the award winners. Heisman winner first. Heisman winner. Me. So out of the 3 years, I've won it twice with my receivers. Not this one in particular, but my receivers. So first year I won it with TJ Moore. Second year, I was runner-up to Nick Harbert, who had a crazy year with South Carolina. He had a crazy year, so he won it. So 3 years in a row, it's been a receiver winning. So this year, I won it. I had my running back that was second, third. Man. Heisman Trophy winner, baby. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. Let's go to the awards. So when you win a Heisman, you automatically going to win 2 other awards in here. That's just how it's been. So let's get into it. The Maxwell, Joseph, Walter Camp, Josiah. Right. So that's how it goes. Heisman, Maxwell, and the Walter Camp. All are hand in hand. They're all tied together. That's just how it is. Bear Bryant, this is the coach of the year. I would have won this if I would have won my game. So I'm still looking for that elusive Bear Bryant trophy. David Ryan, I would have won this too. If I didn't throw those picks, I think my guy would have won. But this guy actually puts up hella yards, like for real. And it's touchdown. So, I put up yards, but I throw touchdowns. And 17 interceptions. But I didn't win that. And then, so let's talk about this. I think I touched on this before in some recaps. This defense award, you win this one, best defensive player, you're going to win like 4 of them with the same guy. Like for real. And this came true too. So the Chuck Award, bam. The Bronco, bam. Same guy. Jim Thorpe. Look, so Texas is he has good defense, man. For real. But this dude had 15 sacks. 15 sacks, man. Jeez. It's a free safety. Then we got the Doug Walker. So he won it. I think he won it because he, first of all, he had 89 catches, almost 1,000 yards. Right there. But I think he won it in the ACC championship game against me. With 172 yards to my guy only having 73. But oh my God, it's getting beat up. It's like, but I outrushed him, and I had less attempts. But he had more touchdowns, more catches, and yards. So my guy's a running back. You feel me? I only have 4 more carries, and I have almost 500 more yards rushing. Yeah. So I should have won it. But I didn't. the Fred Award, the receiver award. Yeah, I was gonna win that. He won the Heisman. Yeah. Party. So like I said, with Texas thing, so you win that, you win the defensive player award with your player. He's going to win. He's going to wipe out all the major defensive awards. So we got defensive lineman. This is for senior quarterbacks. I don't have a senior quarterback, so no user won this. Dante Moore, just up there. Edge, see, again Texas. I was at five. This guy got 5. This guy is a fucking monster. Let's look so we can look at his awards. Look what he has done. Goodness gracious. 3-time National Player of the Year, 12-time. So he's won the fucking Defensive Player of the Week every year in this season. SEC champion, Lombardi. Boom, boom, boom. First team. National champion. Like he's been on the roster and he's been racking up awards. That's pretty nice. That's a award case for first rounder. Get him out of here. Shit. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Put it down. So, where were we at? Now, Outland Trophy. So, hey, look, I won. First time winning this. Dabo recruit too. Tight end. Yeah, this tight end is a monster. This one is he's a pure blocker, which is so crazy, but he actually has very good skill set. This is my tight end that I cut last year. I encouraged him to transfer last. And he went to BYU and he held his own. Good for you, young fella. This is the assistant coach awards. I would have probably been up here if I would have won my conference, but I didn't. The big bucket, so Sammy DeFoe, man. He could have been a 2-time winner out of 3 years, but LSU came through and did his thizzle. What did he do? This is the interceptions, really. That puts it over the top. He had 9 sacks, 2 interceptions. My guy had 16 sacks and forced fumble. I don't believe he had a sack. I mean, an interception. So, but he would have been a 2-time winner, so that hurts. This dude right here, Cross, man. Oh, he was a monster. He was a monster recruit. And Georgia stole him. I had him. He was #1 on my board for a long time, and then he had a visit, man, and then all this shit. I thought I had him locked up. Oh, man. Josh Porter did real nice. And talk about these runners and kickers, the Jet Awards. So, yeah, look, hey, this motherfucker. So, in the conference championship game, he actually broke a punt for a touchdown, but he got called back for holding. But this motherfucker got giddy up. Rightfully so, won this award, but Texas usually wins this. The freshman of the year, so whatever, man. We talked about this guy Malik. We'll see what he do, what he don't do in user games. But maybe he actually plays good against Texas in his user games when he plays Texas. So we'll see. But congratulations on that. So yeah, so that's the awards, and then let's go over to All-American. First team National All-American. Yeah, we up there, man. Yeah, we should be in here. South Carolina, Michigan. Texas. This should be up here. Stephen Green was a monster all year. He was a monster for me all year. How this guy stepped up. 17, 14 sacks. Close my door, buddy. Look at that. First he made first team. Sammy the Bull. He was in the running for a little bit for the Jim Thorpe Award, and then that shit just fell apart. You get fucking 15 sacks for your free safety. Strong safety. That's first team. Second team, yeah. Applewhite made that up in the BU. Left tackle, freshman. Right tackle. And even their first team? Who be inside? Oh, the rifle. So, Texas. Both his ends. 26 sacks. 42 sacks. Okay. All right. Salute. We got Max over here doing his thizzle. Strong safety did his thing too. Freshman All-American. Holyfield. On left tackle. So now let's go over conference. Obviously, we're gonna go over mine first, huh? Clemson is flood this motherfucking award, boy. And so there's 4 teams. There's 4 users in this conference. Okay, so we did our thing. We all over this. We all over this. That's first team, second team. Yeah, we're all over this, man. This setting, like, I don't know how you got it in consideration, because look, he really didn't play. Played 6 games. He's played 37 downs. He's a backup. It's Ari. These 2 guys right here. These that were recruits, monsters. But this guy, he was out for like 5 games. He was out for 5 games, and he still came back and got 10 sacks. He's the truth, for real. Ricardo got second team. Why you gonna get second team? Who got first team? That's what it comes. All right, we back. I'm at work, so I'm working tomorrow. So anyway, whatever. Much information. Um, yeah. So I wanted to see. What was I looking at? Yeah, I want to see who won won the first team over my free safety, which is this guy. So LSU, man, he won the turnover battle in the whole team setup. And I guess I'll go over that too. So why not? I'll go over that too. So I can get a peek of what we do. Freshman team. So look, okay, this kid right here. You know, my last name is Cockrell. When I get my freshmen, I change their names to my son's names, to my friends' names, to Hall of Famer names, to people who I played with in college and high school. I do all that, right? So this kid, obviously, his name is Zaire, and that's my son's name. Obviously, my last name is Cockrell. Well, not obviously, but my last name is Cockrell, right? So, as you can see, he's not on Clemson. This motherfucker entered the transfer portal last year and transferred to Virginia Tech. So he would have been thrown to Josiah, which is his brother. That was the plan. Like, that was the plan. That's what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Had a connection, that Cockrell connection. And he fucked it up and went on transfer, though. But he made freshman All-American, and he balled out over there. Like, come on, bro. You would have been with your brothers over here at Clemson. I guess he didn't. The pressure of being a quarterback for dad and all that shit kind of got to him. He's like, man, I need to make my own mark. Go somewhere else. So, yeah. Fuck. We did okay over here. Look, these guys actually, well, he didn't play at all. They just give me, I don't know, man. I don't know how they figure this shit out. These guys, I guess it's off potential. Did he play? He played a little bit of special teams. He definitely played. Yeah. So that's the ACC. Big 12. There's no users in the Big 12, but they will be next year moving forward. Big 10. So Big 10 has Michigan. They got Ohio State. You got USC, and they got Oregon. So as you can see with the little man's next to them, the users dominated. But Ohio State put in a lot of work over here. Second team users dominated. Not a lot, but they did. The freshman team, we played one late, but it's off potential. And like I said, he did play. True freshman too. Yeah. But in Brazil, yeah, I think I see him ball out sometimes, so that's a problem. They got some freshmen in here, man. Ohio State, Oregon. Alright, then the last conference, SEC, they got 3 over there. They would have 4, but Florida got booted out for personal reasons. But they didn't get a first team all. They didn't get a first team all conference as a user for the quarterback. Yeah, the quarterback play over there. Texas obviously dominating. Georgia in there. There we go. There goes user. Quarterback. Texas dominated. Alabama in there. Georgia in there. Freshman team. Georgia. Alabama. So yeah, man, they did big business, man. And then let's talk about next season. Like I said, there were no users in the Big 12. There will be users in the Big 12 moving forward. So South Carolina going to the Big 12, and then Michigan is going to the Big 12, and SC is going to the Big 12. If you look at their records, you see a thing: 8-5, 7-6, 8-5. So, and in these 3 years, neither of those teams have made the CFP. The whole point of it is to eventually get into the CFP to be able to win a championship. We have no users in the Big 12, and it was only because no one, when we started the dynasty, selected a Big 12 team. Nobody. It was all SEC. It was a gang of people in the SEC, Big 10, ACC, but no one picked a Big 12 team. No one. So Big 12 this last 3 years have had, obviously, they get an automatic qualifier, but you know what I'm saying, they got a championship game and everything. They get an automatic qualifier, and it's always been the computer. So come on now, like, let's put the lower tier users who have not made the playoffs in a year, put them over in the Big 12, right? Give them an opportunity to be able to get into the playoffs and upset some shit and possibly win it, you know? So that's why the Big 12 will have 3 users next year. The Big 10, which is we've been calling this the Little 10, I've called it the Whack 10, because these 2 users have really just kind of messed up their conference, really. Like they're not beating, they beat each other, no one else. Right? Just for the users. Loss here, loss here, loss here, loss here. Beat SC, loss here, right? Let's go to SC. User, loss, 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 loss. He lost all his user games, and he even lost to the goddamn computer. Let's go to South Carolina. Now, South Carolina is a sorry state. I'm just gonna put it out there. Loss, right? Quit, loss, 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 quit, loss. Didn't even play, loss, loss. Then I win that one user game. So it only makes sense to put these lower tier users in a conference together to battle out, to have an opportunity to get into the CFP, because they would not have no opportunity to get into the CFP being in the conference with other users. Just wasn't going to happen. So put them over there in the Big 12. They will have an opportunity to be in the CFP, like I said. So that's that. Now, last but not least, let's go over the team. I really don't need to go over this, but this is for shits and giggles. I've got nothing else to do. Team stats, man. So who is the number 1 offense? Ohio State. So I like to do this. If you go to first downs, put some majority of the pieces up there. Right? Okay. So points per game winner. Right. That's all these up there. Try to see what they did. Try to just go like this. They should be winning, right? Points per game. So we do that way too. Yards. Yards per game. What's the SMC? SMU. Put it down, huh? Alright, defense. Texas, Clemson, Georgia. Oh, is that the real thing? SC, I don't know. Fuck it. What about yards? How you got your defense like this and you want to use it? Anyway, make it make sense. We can go by sacks. conversion rate, dinner. I mean, we had a great year, and we had so of my 14 games, I've had 7 user games. So it's not like I'm just playing computer, right? So turnover battle, like I said, LSU was great in terms. They had the point difference 30. They had 43 takeaways. Texas is right behind them. He might get more because he got another game. Alabama right there, Ohio State, Georgia. He's kind of low on the total pole, but he didn't lose a point differential. So I take that. Miami's even. It was +6. But yeah, man. So we'll be in week 3, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon we'll be in week 3. We're waiting on these fucknuts to play. And my prediction is Texas, but Georgia may surprise some shit. Georgia may surprise. Oh, I had predicted that SC and our Michigan was going to get fired. As you can see, neither one got fired. Neither one got fired, and they may not even get fired moving forward because they're going to be in their own conference, and who knows, one of them may win the championship, the conference championship. South Carolina's in the dumps. And Michigan, mainly SC has had some good recruiting classes. He's just not a good user. That's all. So he gonna have some talent to work with. But yeah, man, that's it, man. That's the recap. We can go over to it. Oh, did I really talk about the LSU game? I wanted to. It was a great game. I actually was able to watch it, and they went into overtime. Man. Let's go. Let's look at their team. Let's look at that shit. It was a great game, man. They went into overtime. Ohio State got the ball first. First play, touchdown, boom, right up the middle, boom, touchdown. So that put the pressure on LSU. The pressure break pipes are make diamonds, and he didn't fold. He actually scored, and he had the balls and the gusto to go for 2. The play he picked was a play that he had actually scored on to get the touchdown, and it was open again. Now the Ohio State user was right there, but the quarterback got it right to his target, to his receiver, and the receiver had it and dropped it. Heartbreak hotel. Like that was. I thought he caught it, but then I seen the ball squeak out, and I was like, oh wow. Ohio State snuck out, got the dub against my conference mate. So my conference mate has had the shit end of the stick the last 2 years winning the ACC title because he won it last year against me in the second round quarterfinals. He had to play Texas. He won it this year in the quarterfinals. He got to play Ohio State. My matchup last year was I had to play Oregon, who I own, in the quarterfinals, get me to the semifinals. This year, I actually had to play the fucking computer in the quarterfinals to get to the semifinals. So, hats off, ACC champ. Good for you. You won it 2 years in a row, and you haven't got out of the quarterfinals. His bowl record is 1-3. Because so he's 1-3 because the first year he was in the first round, and I believe he played the computer, but then he had to match up. So he's actually his last 3 computer games last 3 user games in the CFP, he's 0-3 because he won his first one and then he's went 0-3. There you go, ACC champ. You got it. You did that. You beat me, but you lost in the long run. So think about everybody. It doesn't matter. He's still want to win it. He has bragging rights over me at least. But I will have bragging rights over the league if I win a natty. And that's the goal. I want to win a natty. I'm 12-1, bro. 13-1 now. Right? So, only team I lost to was LSU. I beat Texas this year. I beat Alabama this year. I haven't played Ohio State. I beat Oregon this year. I beat Alabama this year. I haven't played Georgia. So this is what I would prefer. Because the teams I haven't played. I haven't played Georgia, so let's let Georgia win. Boom. Play Georgia, boom. Beat them. Ohio State beat Alabama. I haven't played him. Boom. Lock up. Let's lock up. Let's lock up. Beat me in the shit, man. All right, brothers and sisters, we out of here. We'll go ahead and post this and post it over to my YouTube channel. And we out. So I'll come back. Obviously, I am, as far as the user that counts, that streams his games. So my next stream will be in the semifinals against, I don't know. So, and then I'll recap that, and then we'll be, hopefully we'll be in the natty, brother. Stream the natty. That'd be something. Let's go, Tigers.